these shapes are going to live. Now just begin tapping in some very basic little shapes. All we're looking for, basic shapes, nothing else. Very, very basic. We'll come back and we'll add some nice highlights. At this point, we're only looking for basic shapes, just to block in color. There we go. Maybe it goes way over here. I don't know. Wherever you want it to go. Make a big decision and drop it in. There. Now then. Tell you what, we'll just take the knife and here and there we'll scrape in the indication of a little branch and a twig and a stick and all those little things that live deep in the trees and the bushes. I'll just use the same old brush. We'll go into a little yellow ochre, a little touch of the bright red, a little Indian yellow. But mix the color on the brush. That way you have a multitude of things happening on the brush. Let's go up here. Now then, begin picking out little individual tree shapes. Just tap. Go slightly above the dark. So that way you don't have any shadows on the top. You want the shadows to be in the tree, not on the top. There. Okay. Maybe this little rascal right here. There we are. But work in layers so you have distance and depth in your painting. We don't want just some old flat thing laying out here. We want distance in here. That's what makes your painting stand out. Makes it special. There we go. A little bit in here. Just wherever you want. This whole round brush will just jump right in there and make hundreds of little trees. That easy. See? But see, the depth in here is caused because you leave dark area. See that dark area? It's most important. It's valuable. It's a good friend. Don't kill it. Take care of it. Talk to it. Sorry if people look at you like you're a little strange. It's okay. You tell them we gave you permission. Because you need those dark areas in there. It's the only way you make these stand out. There we go. And then, tell you what, shoot. Let's get crazy. We'll take a 2-inch brush. I'm going to go right into some titanium white. Maybe there's some snow there. So we'll just take some white, load a lot of white onto the large brush. You have to make another major decision here. Where does your snow live? Maybe? Yep. You're right. In our world, it's going to be right there. That's all you got to do. Just lay it in. Now we'll come back and begin blending. Just blend it all together. And it'll pick up a little bit of that yellow and peach color and all that in here. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Don't fight it. Use it. Use it to your advantage. Allow all those colors just to come together. There. It'll make your painting beautiful. Okay, maybe over in here you have to start making some big decisions. So where does your snow live? Right along there. Okay. Now then you can take a clean brush and anything that you don't want, you just pull it straight down and it'll blend right in with that color and just becomes part of the reflections. Now then, we'll take our knife. We'll take the least little touch of the dark sienna, a little bit of white in it. I just want a light brown color. There. Pull it out flat, cut across, tiniest little roll of paint right on the edge of the knife. Decide where your water line is. And with just a very, very small amount of paint, a lot of pressure, just sort of lay in a little indication of a water line there. There, just a nice little dark color. There we go. Now we could take a fan brush if we wanted. Maybe we'll take a little of the colors that we use, the reds and the yellows. Just mix them together, like so. Maybe there's some little areas here and there where there's some little bushes that grow right down into the snow. See, just make a decision, decide where they are, and pop them in. In your world, you can do anything that you want to do. Now grab that, pull it, blend the base of it right into the snow, and it's that easy. That easy. Now it's time to start making some big decisions here. What's on the sides of this? I'm going back into all my browns and lavenders and whatever color we got going here. We just tap them right in. Maybe there's an ash tree that lives over here. That's all we do. Just begin, as we did before, by tapping in a very basic little shape. Just a very basic little shape. That's all we're looking for. There. We'll worry about details when we put the highlights in. Right now, all we're doing is painting the back of the tree. That's a good way to think about it. We're painting the back of the tree. We'll put a trunk in this one maybe, and that'll be the center of the tree. And then we'll come back and we'll paint the front of the tree, which is the highlights or the bright colors. There we go. I have to make a big decision. Maybe I want part of this to be reflection. So take a large brush, grab it, and pull straight down. Just pull it down and go straight across. And we have instant reflections. Shoot, that was fun. There would be something on the other side too. Let's do that. We'll take some of those same colors, tap them into the brown brush here. Maybe over here lives a big old tree. A big tree. Son of a gun's growing on me here. But that's the beauty of painting this way. You just sort of let things evolve. Let them happen. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just get an idea in your mind. Let it go. Drop it in wherever you want it. Learn to create as you paint. There we go. Okay. A little bit right in here. Like so. There. Tell you what, it's interesting. In the last series, we showed a little baby owl. I hope you've seen that. He was about so big. He was just a little ball of fur. In fact, I think I remarked that he had the same hairstylist as I do because he was nothing but a ball of fur. We have got so many cards and letters asking about that little rascal. I thought today, well, we took a trip out to the bird lady's house. Let me show you how old Hoot's doing. And I think you'll enjoy seeing what's going on with him because he's no longer a little baby. Look at this rascal. He's now a full-grown owl, and he is absolutely beautiful. I sat and talked with Hoot for a little while and a little nervous getting in the cage here. That son of a gun's got some big toes. Look at the claws there. And that was his way of saying, that's enough, no more. So, and while we were there, we talked with Diana Schaefer, the bird lady, and she had allowed us to look at some of the little creatures that she had. And you know me, I immediately go for the birds, and I had to play with the little birds. This is some little sparrows. They're just very young, only a week or two, not even probably a week or two old, just probably a few days old. And they were fantastic. I had to spend a couple of minutes with them and, of course, give them a little something to eat. Here's Diana. Diana loves all animals. She's one of the few people I know that would take a baby groundhog that had been orphaned and take care of that little rascal. And she plays with it like a little kitten. It's the darndest thing I think I've ever seen. And he's very, very cute, very tame, and just a joy to play with. This beautiful hawk here came from Alaska, and he lost a wing, I hate to say. This is a wild turkey that Diana's raising, and she has a male and a female wild turkey. Her husband, John, is quite a turkey hunter. Now everything's not great in life. This was a little robin that was born with no eyes. He's blind, so I had to see him.